this is one thing that really, really gets me frustrated. And a lot of people are believing that in order to save our global economy, we need to invest in gold. And who are the people that are trying to get you to believe gold is the way to go? I mean, let's think about it. How many of us can actually go and afford to pay for gold? A lot of people are losing their houses. A lot of people, can't pay any bills right now. A lot of people are going to be homeless. Do you think any of those have a lot of savings in their bank account that can go out and buy some gold? Like, who are the people that are going to be buying the gold? Isn't it the people that can afford it? Aren't they the rich banksters that are able to afford gold and they're trying to convince you to buy gold? So we're not really seeing who the slave masters are. And I'm telling you, if you can afford to go out and buy gold, then you are a slave master. That would be you, because you own all the money. And there's people below you that you are their slave. They are going to be your slaves. I don't know why you can't understand that. But I'm seeing a lot of people get real, real pissed off watching these stock markets and saying, "Oh my God, these banksters, they're so corrupt and all of this shit." And it's like, what do you think anybody's been saying in third world countries for how many years now? I mean, they've been starving in Africa for how long? Why do you think? They're just lazy people? There is a cause as to why there's poverty in third world countries, and lots of it has to do with the wealthy country that has all of the money, like, let's say, the United States. Now you got a few terrorists that are kind of saying your country's a little wrong. Why? Because it's the guys that have the money that are taking advantage of the people that are living in poverty. But you didn't enjoy that. You didn't want to look at yourselves back then until you started saying, "Oh my God, I'm a slave to somebody else." There's just a couple of layers of being a slave. There's like a pyramid. There's the guy at the top that has his little slaves under him, and those slaves that usually have a lot of money, they would be the ones that can afford gold right now. They are the slave masters out of everybody else that's, homeless and can't afford gold right now. So there's like, it's not a two, three tiered economic system. It's a two or three tiered slavery system. And I get really, really offended when I see these guys that are just, living in these big houses and they're just starting to lose a little money because of their stocks are going down, and, all these banksters are, sort of interfering with your great wealth. You know, if everything just bounced back tomorrow and it's just the second tier layer of the slave masters that got to own their little ranch with a bunch of little slaves in it, sorry, I'd be still pissed off, and I still would do everything to try and make this system collapse. Until you start recognizing the guys at the bottom deserve just as much respect as the guy in the middle. If you don't like being a slave, then don't make somebody else a slave. Because don't look at this system as a three-tiered economic system. Look at this as a three-tiered slavery system. And you are a slave master. Own up to it if you have anybody that's making less money than you. If you can afford gold while nobody else can afford gold, look at your face, go in the mirror. You're a slave master, not a slave. Don't be bitching that you lost any money. You were taking money from somebody else. That's how you got your wealth. So kind of smarten up and let's do some waking up here and seeing the whole big picture. Don't change anything, don't fix anything until everything gets fixed. Don't just be looking after yourselves. Peace out.